What's up guys, it's Muhammad aka RZ from Bukugames, and I'm back here at our workstation working on Life's a Drag. I'm here to bring you another devlog on the game. Today we're going to be talking about polishing up your game and making it look a little better. I know we're not quite at the finishing steps of making this game yet, but that's definitely important. Once you have the foundation of your game laid down, you don't want that programmer art in there. Trust me, my artwork is not good at all. But before we get into the video, I want to give a shout out to someone who left a comment on our last video, Chic the Geek. Here's your comment right here, and I am super happy that you got inspired to potentially make your own merch line from this, and be sure that if you do make it, we'll be checking it out over here at Bukugames. So without further ado, I don't want to make this intro too long. Just make sure you leave your own comment. You'll be able to potentially be shouted out in the next video. And with that being said, let's get right into Unity, and I can show you what I want to talk about today. Alright guys, so we're over here in Unity. I already put some of this stuff in there, but my brother, our lead artist, decided to give me pretty much most of the finalized art that we're going to use. It's not completely finalized, but for the most part it's there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in and pretty much spruce this up. Now here's what I'm working on right now. You can see the UI on the top and bottom has been spruced up slightly. The pause menu looks still a little bit bland, and that's what we're going to be working on today. I really love Unity as a whole. I think it's beginner friendly. You don't have to learn much of C# to know about the fact of coding and all that stuff, and you simply just can pick it up and try stuff and be pretty good at it for the most part. The UI, on the other hand, I hate the UI controls in Unity. They are beyond just cryptic to me, and I don't know if people like it. I don't know if other game engines use this type of UI, but to me, I personally do not like it at all. You have stuff that's in the game, like all these objects here that you're playing around with and doing all this stuff with, and then all this stuff like the UI, all this top and bottom area, that has nothing to do with the game. They're two totally different things. You're just kind of seeing them because I put two cameras to show you everything, and it's really annoying to work with. Personally, I don't like it. I can see why some people may. It's just not for me. But with that being said, we're going to be going into pretty much how to polish your game up. I'm not going to go into too much detail specifically, but let's just say that it's pretty tough, and you're going to see me do a little montage here. So what we're trying to do, I'll show you a preview here. Essentially, we are going to be trying to make the pause menu look like this. Now, you might notice something kind of interesting. We have a resume options and main menu, but they look like they can be kind of slid over slightly. And that's because the way we're handling UI in this game is pretty cool. You can slide this over, and that's actually how you press your buttons. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool mechanic. Now, we may have internal tests where we go into this and have people tell us whether or not they like it, but I think it's pretty cool. You know, life's a drag, you're dragging the items. Okay, enough with the puns, but let's go into this. I'm going to do a little montage-y type thing, and you'll see pretty much how I work and how I rage at the freaking Unity engine for not handling my inputs correctly. So, cue montage. Let's go work on some game development. So as you guys can see, I did a little bit of a mistake there with my coding. Pretty much, let's just say that I needed this to be able to stop at a certain point, but I want to give you a little bit of a leeway so that even if you're not quite there, you can get it. I may have made the leeway a little too small. You may not get all the way there. You will see it'll still connect. So I'm probably going to make that leeway a little bigger. That's going to have to be one of those things where the more you play it, the more you're going to feel it. But pretty much all that time it took me just to get one button completed. So let's go and get the rest of them. Usually when you get one thing completed, it's pretty easy to do the rest. But I'm not going to hold my breath because number one, I die, and number two, who knows what could happen with the UI system in Unity. So, back to it. Okay guys, slight issue. Let's see what's going on over here in the pause menu. So these two look perfectly fine and they're working and everything. Granted, I gotta change this options menu too. But the main menu one for some reason is not aligned correctly. So this is one of those things that I hate, because even though I'm pretty much copying and pasting these values, it's still weird for some reason. So let's see if I can fix that. I figured it out. It's not even anything that I did. It was correct, and this is one of the reasons I really hate the UI system in Unity. Your changes aren't always affected in the game view immediately. For some reason, sometimes I've noticed this, you have to change scenes for it to even register that you did an actual change. So I just switched over to our first level in the office over here, and everything corrected itself. Then I switched back to the second level where we were at, and everything corrected itself, so everything works fine. Now I know this looks a little stretched out. I'm gonna fix that later, and obviously I gotta fix that up. So I'll just show this on camera here. Let's see what his thing here is. Here we go. This is pause. He wants it in that little fancy text. I think we have. Do we have that here? No, we don't. Don't believe so. So we're just gonna use it in the font we're using currently. And fonts are super easy to get, by the way. Just get them in. They're pretty easy to find if you just look on Google. You can definitely Google some fonts and find them. So here we go. We're gonna check this out, and it looks pretty good. I think I can make it a little bigger, so let's do like I don't know. Another thing I hate with the UI, you need these anchor points. Without these little triangle thingies on the side, your stuff will not display correctly. It's gonna look crappy, and trust me, it's more of a headache than it seems. So there we go, a little bit of a twirl here. Now as you can see, I'm using regular text. You can also use Text Mesh Pro, which will probably upgrade this to basically a fancier text where you could do more stuff with it, but let's check it out. So here's the pause menu. Bam. I could probably move all this stuff over to the left slightly, just so it's, instead of in the center, if you start from left and then it kind of feels like you're moving it over. But as you can see, when you slide this over, it pushes the whole menu out, so you just kind of feel like you're the one who did that, which I like. You know, I think that's really cool. And yeah, so we just spent a whole session working on a pause menu, and I'm really happy that you guys got to share that with me and see the headaches that I have to deal with when I'm not programming, but when I'm designing the UI within the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this devlog about polishing up your game, making things look a little nicer. I know most games, you know, that's the thing people see. That's the thing the consumer sees. They see that first impressions of, oh, this looks beautiful. This looks super cool, unique, awesome. But there's also the whole foundation part. So I stress this when I say, if you're making any project, even if it doesn't look good at first, make sure that's your priority. From there, go on and make everything look awesome. Because while this may not be completely awesome yet, I'm telling you that it will be in the final game. hopefully you guys can all enjoy this in the future. So with that being said, I've been Mohammed, aka RZ, over here at Bukugames. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see in the next devlog, and until next time, I'll catch you later. Remember, if it's not fun, it's not worth it.